How's everyone doing today? That's wonderful. I'm not doing so well, but I'm here, and I do speak, and I thought about bringing a message, but I said to Sister Olakune, if you don't mind, let me just do what I can do from my heart, which is my poetry. And I know you have spoken word artists in the room. I'm not necessarily a spoken word artist, but I am a teacher. I do have an organization called the House of Reawakening Minds, and so my main focus is to open up the mind spiritually of my people, male and female. But I've written a couple of poems. I actually have a book that has lots of poems in it. But I've written a couple of poems that I've had the opportunity to perform, not only here in Wilmington, where I'm from, but also in Pennsylvania and in Atlanta for opening up for Dr. Nailah Gilliam. So I want to do that because as women, how many know our self-esteem has been under siege for so many centuries that what we have decided that we need to look like a lot of times has been based on factors outside of who we are, but now we're coming to a place where we're realizing our own beauty and our own greatness. All right, so let me do this one poem for you, and then I'll do one more that I wrote for my granddaughter. This one is called Hairpins. It says, remember the time when the only thing on our minds was how long or straight our hair was? Come on, y'all know. So much so that we would do anything to get more, even buying fake hair from the corner Asian store. We couldn't see our true beauty. No one really did. So we valued each other by the hair on our head, but not just our hair, ladies, but our skin and features too, because standards were set that we tried to live up to. Male and female, we bought the lie and put it in our heads, not realizing years later, many would be dead from the very thing we thought would make us so much more. We became victims of a chemically waged biological war. We didn't know our true worth, so some thought they could score. And manufacturers began reeling us in more and more with, your hair needs more shine, and your hair needs more swing, and we got just the product that can do the darn thing. But now, we realize that we are of royal stock, and true beauty suits us to a T. And the lips, tits, butts, and tans that some have to buy are things we get for free. And we are through with relaxers and products that burn. We are proudly wearing our hair natural because finally, it's our turn to rock our locks and our twist outs and froze, and yes, even our washing goes. Does anyone else see the transition, or can you feel it in the air that after all those years of chemical bondage, there's been a revolution from hair? That's right. And I want to do this one last poem. I'm not going to take too much time, but my granddaughter, like a lot of young people, and I'm just so happy because I had the opportunity to marry her just a month or so ago to perform her wedding. I didn't marry her, but I did so. But when she was going through living with me, I have a 26-year-old granddaughter, and she was going through and she put all her business on Facebook. No. People don't care about your business, ladies, men. They don't care about it. They just want to know about it so they can talk about it. So I saw her going through because of the time she had lost her job and some other things, but you know, God is so faithful because everything is turned around. She is now, she wasn't at the time, but now she's an LPN on her way to becoming an RN. She's married, and this isn't only in the course of a couple of years, but I saw her going through and I wrote this poem. It's called The Inner Healing. And maybe you can relate. When you're caught up in the throes of deep emotion, and it feels just like you're in the middle of the ocean with waves of highs and lows crashing all around. Most times it's hard to see the shoreline when you think you're losing your mind. And there's no one from where you stand who can help you back to dry land. So, do you wallow in this mess, or realize that every trial is just a test? The answers to what you have written inside, like your life is in your control and you're the captain of your soul, who has the power to set sail upon a course that cannot fail. The time for nursing old wounds is over. Realize you are that four-leaf clover and stop overlooking the healer inside of you. Physician, you must heal yourself. It is up to you and no one else to help your mind, body, and soul become aligned. And once the fog clears from your mind and you're no longer spiritually blind, you will see with your third eye that God's not somewhere in the sky, and who you really need to find lives within your heart and mind. Wake up, my child. See the light. You've been through the darkest night. The fight is over. The score says, sisters, you win. It's time to recognize the healer within.